Welcome to Treasures of Grenada, where culture comes alive. Join us as we meet traditional practitioners, hear their stories in their own words, explore the essence of Grenadian culture. From folklore to crafts, experience our traditions. Join us on this unforgettable journey. Welcome to Treasures of Grenada, brought to you by the Grenada Cultural Foundation.
I came out by the market square. All right? They released Bishop from house arrest, and they said it was going to bring him down to the market square. I never see so much people in my life. So we all there waiting for him to come to the market square, right? And then they say they're bringing him up on the fort. And I say, well, I'll just come home. I didn't feel like going up on the fort. I hear gunshot coming from the fort, Wilson. Yeah? Yes. Maybe they were celebrating his release.
I think generally it's like athletics. Grenadian love athletics. We love that, and I think also Grenadian love the theater. From what I do, I say because when I'm writing, I write to please myself and I write to please the public. And because I say I have a dual experience of being born in St. George's and I've grown up in the country, I believe I am in a unique position to write for the people, to speak their language when I have to reinforce and punctuate our traditional values. And for me, most of, if not all the production, we have received resounding support from the public. And that's what keeps me going. Because when I write a lot of our history, because I've done the plays set in 1949-51 during Eric Matthew Gary era when he came back to Grenada. It's called Struggle, set on the plantation, and we exploited the folk life and the folklore. That I've done the plays on the Grenada Revolution. Was a very tough topic to deal with. It took me 10 years, but the people who came, and even foreigners, visitors, they enjoyed it thoroughly. We did the play What's Your Verdict, a courtroom drama. And I know we asked about how was the impact on Grenadian people, but there was a tourist who came from Australia, and he said, that was in 2016 when we did the play, that you said that of his 4 weeks in the Windward Islands, Grenada was the last stop. The highlight of his visit was coming to La Buchanan to see the play, What's Your Verdict, and encourage people to come. Recently, we did, through the Grenada Cultural Foundation, in honor of Anti-Tech Spice Word, we went to Deluxe Cinema. They did 2 performances for the school, both secondary and primary. And the response from the students, I mean, it was so heartwarming. I remember at school they are asking us to learn, are you coming back next year? That's the impact of the arts, of the drama, of the folk songs that we did. So I will say here that the response from the public is really, really encouraging. Yes, the arts, and even for education also. Some people say, okay, we have to infuse in arts into the education, but I'm saying that's a contradiction in terms, because the arts is education. That is how we learn. We have a lot of social problems in this country. We drink too much alcohol, esprit de larceny. There's a lot of our traditional values is being eroded slowly. But for me, especially as a playwright, you want to deal with an issue. You write a story dealing with the problem, people can see themselves, you can create characters who are similar to the theme that you are dealing with. You look at both the positive and the negative, and in order to get messages across, this emotional transference is so important. And when you can make people laugh or you can make them cry, just as what I did in What's Your Verdict to get the law changed, just what I did with Redemption Time to show a story of a family who was affected both by their Matthew Gary and the PRG period. And I was able to make my statement, and a lot of people said, listen, Peters, I really understand, I like the way you dealt with it, I like the balance. And I just think that's it's the most powerful tool to address issues, it's the most powerful tool to teach our history, the most powerful tool to give us our cultural identity. And if we turn our back on that, I think that will be a show formula for chaos and decadence. And I'll share one story. About 25 years ago, I went to the prison to assist with a play that they're doing for the Christmas. And That was 25 years ago. Last year I met a young man and he told me, he said, Mr. Peters, I can't even remember him. He said, I was in the prison 25 years ago when you came up there. And after you leave, I tell myself, I'm not coming back. I guess that's what the impact of the session working with him. And he said, I walk in, I believe in myself, 25 years, and I want to quit. I think that speaks for itself.